Okay, here's the last thing. And did you know that, and I just shared this in a barn at a youth service last Sunday night. It was raining, and we had a youth service in the barn. And I said, did you know that the 5 most important verses are in the Bible are the ones Jesus said He wants every born-again Christian to focus on every day of their life? Did you know that there are 5 verses in the Bible? And I bet all of you have them memorized. How many of you have this memorized? Come on, raise your hand. It's the Lord's Prayer. How many of you have it memorized? Okay, yeah, almost everybody in this room. Did you know that this prayer is a pattern? Jesus left us a pattern for praying to the one seated on the throne. Last night I talked about God is on the throne and we're supposed to talk to Him. That's what prayer is all about. Did you know that Jesus gave us a pattern of how to pray to Him every day, and He commanded us to do that? Look what it says in Matthew 6. Jesus said, in this manner, pray. And in Greek, the verbs can be in what's called the imperative mode, which means a command. It's not a suggestion. Jesus says, I want you to do this. It's not like if you want tinted windows, you can have tinted windows. It's, you need windows. You must have them to go through life. And it's pray. He commands it. And then He says, I want you to start your prayers every day looking up and focusing on God, our Father who art in heaven. I want you to focus on who you're talking to, that He is the King of the universe, that He is the one that knows your life, as we saw last night. He knows every detail. He knows all your struggles. He knows your reputation. He knows everything about you. And I want you to talk to Him. And what Jesus said is, I want you to follow this framework. Now, you probably never thought of the Lord's Prayer as a framework. Let me show you what it is. It has 7 pieces. And the first piece is, Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. I need to be focused. Boy, do we ever. In fact, most of you are just itching. You can't wait to get near, the dining hall so you can get back on the Wi-Fi to check, what's going on. We are so distracted in our world. In fact, the young people of today are the most distracted generation that's ever lived on earth. They were raised with little VCRs on the back of the seats in front of them in the minivans, and they were given to be quiet little things so they can play. While they're at the dentist's office, they're watching stuff. You know what I mean? It's just endless. And it has to be moving, and it has to be catching their attention. We're the most distracted generation there's ever been. You know what God said distracted people need? Say, God, focus me. And the first element of prayer is I need to get focused on God. Focused off my problems, the world, myself. Focus me. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Verse 10, your kingdom come. You know what Martin Luther called this? The terrible petition. Do you know why? It's saying, God, rule me. It's inviting God's control of my life. And we have campfires. In fact, 3 weeks ago I was at a campfire with 800 teenagers, and the speaker invited them to come and to take this little stick and throw it on this bonfire that was taller than me and say, I give the control of my life to you, God. And they threw their stick on. And you know what? 400 or 500 of those kids said, I give the control of my life. Do you know what that is? It's that petition. Only we're not supposed to do it once in our life at camp. We're supposed to do it every day when we come before the Lord. That's why this pattern is not a one-time thing. Lord, I need to be focused on who you are. Lord, I want you to control my life. You know why? Because we like to control it. And we have to keep returning the control of our lives back to Him. And then we say, thy will be done. You know what that means? Lead me through life. You control me, but I make a series of little choices in life, and I would like to not get too far away from what you want. Your will be done. What did Jesus pray over and over in the Garden of Gethsemane? Not my will, but what? Thine be done. See, Jesus modeled this. Jesus was God, but He was 100% man. And so He said, our Father, He came and prayed to His Father in heaven, and He says, I don't want my will, I want yours. And then, look what's right in the middle. Give us this day our daily bread. That's the first personal element in this. It's what I need. Where is that? It's in the middle. Most of us start with that. Say, Lord, help, I'm sick. Lord, help, my kid's sick. Lord, help, I lost my job. That is in the middle. First, focus on who God is. Then say, Lord, I'm surrendering to your control. And Lord, I'm vitally interested with your will being done in my life, not my own. And now I ask you to provide for me. But notice what it says. Give us this, what? Day, our what? Daily bread. Do you know what Americans say? Give me now 50 years worth. I want to sock it away. I want millions so I know that I have enough before I really trust you. I've got to have lots. You know what the Lord wants us? He wants us on a short lease, so we need Him day by day. You know what the greatest spiritual life is? To come to the Lord with enough grace to make it through today. And receive it and get it. And then He says, forgive us, Lord, cleanse me, and do not lead us in temptation. Protect me, deliver me from the evil one. And I love the ending of verse 13. For yours. It's all about you. Yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. You know what that says? Empty me of thinking life's about me. It's all about you. Yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Well, before we go today, I would encourage you to make the choice to stick to prayer. How do you do that? Well, I showed you a video. Job did it. He look at verse 5, how he tracked. Number 2, pray specifics from the Scripture. Pray for spiritual reality if you don't pray for anything else and those you love. But thirdly, to stay close to God, the Lord's Prayer is a framework. And that framework starts with focusing me on you, God, and then saying, rule me, and then saying, as you rule me, I want to do your will today. And I want you to give me what I need for today and keep me clean and protect me and keep emptying me so that you get all the glory.